Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here today on ESGNet as we're back here for week 11 here in NCAA Football 14, the Road to Glory series of Myles Marvel. As we're back here and get ready for this game against Tulane. Tulane 2-7 for the season. They're currently 0-5. They have not won a game yet here in Conference USA this so far this season here. And today, well, they might get lucky. They might be able to try to do some damage against us, as we picked up our first loss last week, at least in Conference USA this season so far, as we lost to the Golden Hurricane in a very close game there, 42-35 there on the road. Of course, we already lost our first game of the season against Houston, the Cougars, if you remember, back about 5 episodes ago, back on episode 20. So I do want to make a correction about that. I knew we had a loss, but I wasn't for sure where that loss was for this season. As you take a look at the top 25 there, of course, we're not ranked at all right now, and probably won't be for the rest of the season. But Myles and the Road Runners are here still trying to keep their heads up here. As you see, they're ranked 70 overall. 72 ranked offense and 70 ranked defense. They still got some room of improvement here. They're 4-1 in the conference, and of course, if the two teams above them can lose a couple conference games here before the season ends, we might have a shot at the Conference USA West title. And of course, if we get that, that means we get to go move on to the Conference USA Championship game. But today we host Tulane here in this one. Hopefully, we'll have a better outing compared to the last two that we've had, or actually last three really we've had with Myles, as he has been just not in the head. You know, he's not playing within his boundaries. He's been kind of too much in his head and just overthinking things. And I got a chance to talk to him before this game, and of course leading up to this game throughout the week. And you know, he said that he's been trying to do his best to keep his team, on the same level as they've been all season long. But he says, the wear and tear of playing football is kind of getting to him, and he understands that. He accepts that. Also, too, he's been involved in a lot of interviews. Of course, he is a phenom right now in college football, as he's one of the top people being named for the Heisman, and we're getting closer to the finals of that, and him being a finalist for those. And not to mention the controversy that's been going on with South Dakota State University, where he was originally going to be playing at, but because of a controversy with some players and of course some coaches, he decided, or mainly the head coach there, he decided to go ahead and leave. And of course he left because of Coach Calhoun, who is the current office coordinator, but also the head quarterback coach here at UTSA. And he and a couple other players here decide to come here and play and try to help coach this team, and because he wants to be, he likes Coach Calhoun. He likes the play style he has, the plays he calls from time to time. And, there was some controversy there. And Myles now kind of doesn't want to get past that. But, of course, people keep asking questions about it. Ask him if he knew things that were going on about the controversy, dealing with some money, some tattoos, and, some favors from boosters at San Diego, or excuse me, I don't know why I keep saying San Diego, but at South Dakota State. And of course, we got a chance, one of our investigative reporters, Jamie Roberts, actually got a chance to talk with Myles, because him and Myles have a rapport with one another. And Myles is going to return to the studio here at ESGN Radio coming up very, very soon to give us a bit of an exclusive coming up. I believe it'll be in the next episode. But there you see Myles getting a touchdown here. That'll be his 36th of the season. Man, this kid is racking them up. And it's now 7-0 here against Tulane. So Tulane, of course, not the best team in Conference USA here. They're down on the bottom there, and they're trying to take advantage of this issue that's going on right now with Myles not playing so well. Of course, defense slacking in some areas there in their game. So they would love to pick up a nice win here against one of the top teams here in Conference USA, as we see a flag being thrown here. And we'll see who this is on. It's on Travis West, and it's offensive pass interference. Wow. You don't see that called too often. So we lose 10 yards, and we have now a 2nd and 20 for Myles. As he drops back here, he's looking down the field. Looks, fires, throws this one to West, and West gets 19 on that reception. Puts him just shy of the first down marker. And so with 3rd and 1 coming up here, we'll try to see if we can convert here for that first down. So it looks like they're going to try a run approach here into this one. And it's 3rd and 1 now, more in the backfield. We'll see if they'll be handing off to him or if they'll be handing off to the fullback. And Moore gets this one, and he gets a gain of 7 there. And of course, that'll be enough for the first down as the ball continues to be in possession here of UTSA. So UTSA here trying to get on the board here once again. Like I said, they lead this one by 7. Play action here from Marvel. Marvel's dropping back here. He's looking. Decides to run this one. Gets a decent block there, but gets pulled down. And that's a gain of 4 on that run. We'll go on now to a 2nd and 6. And we'll see what Marvel's going to do here in this one. Of course, we'll have that interview with Myles here exclusively coming up here on the channel. As you see Marvel here running this one here, that's going to be taken off. He's going to go down the field, and that is going to be a great run there from him on that one. So Marvel here, now going here, and he is going to drop back. Looks, fires this one up to the middle there to Goodman, and Goodman gets the catch as he gets rattled around there near the goal line, just shy of the touchdown. So now we'll go to a 1st and goal for UTSA as they try to run this one here on the home field. And that one gets in there, touchdown there for Marcus Moore. And that now puts a 2-possession lead now here for UTSA. Going now to the 2nd quarter. 14-0 UTSA leads this one here. And of course, Myles, talking to him all week long during practice. Coaches are he's looked very more confident than, going into this week in practice. But still, they say he still has a lot on his mind there. They kind of want to put that behind him. Of course, he has a lot of pressure on him because, he is seen as one of the Heisman Trophy candidates for next season. As Goodman gets a great catch there. What a good job there of extending himself on that play, leaping up there and making a nice catch. So 1st and 10 here from Marvel and the UTSA as they're near midfield. And of course, trying to get down the field and try to get a 3-possession lead. But yeah, the coach said, he's he wants to put everything on the record here. And see a fumble where we do recover. Rich Williams recovers that one. That's a gain of 16 on the play as we keep possession there by a bad fumble there from Myles Marvel on that one. I don't know if that was just a hit or if he just did not secure the ball that well. But we'll see another run there from Marcus Moore as he gets 7 on the play. But yeah, talking to coaches and of course Myles, he said that he wants to go back home and I don't know if he's going to come back home or not, or if he's going to do the interview over the phone, but he does want to get the record straight. And of course, talk about him winning the Heisman. He kind of want to put it to rest and just want, at least talking to him. He says, if it happens, it happens. It's not one of his goals here. His goal is to try to put up some numbers here and just get himself in a good position so he can get a good draft pick as he runs this one in there for a touchdown. Nice run there for him. That's his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. Now it makes it now 21-0. Moore now has the ball here. Moore putting a stiff arm there and gets a gain of 11 on that run as we have 4 minutes left here in the first half. It's 21-0 here against Tulane. But yeah, Myles is, he just doesn't want to put all that pressure on himself. He says he doesn't really care for it. He knows that people are going to still continue talking even after he puts the record straight here. As Rutledge gets the interception, and that is going to be taken down, as that's going to be the first interception of the day here from Tulane. That's the 18th interception now on Marvel here this season. Now we'll see a first and 10. Marvel trying to get out of the end zone there. He does not want to get up 2 points, but he does run this one there for a first. Mark him near the 18-yard line. So we'll see here, or excuse me, at the 15-yard line, I should say. So now first and 10. Marvel drops back here, and he brushes off a tackle there. Gets down the field here. He needs a slide, and he does so there. As the coaches keep reminding him here, you cannot be taking those shots like you did in high school. Guys here now in Division I football are bigger, meaner, and they love to just feast on you staying upright and trying to make a play here. As Marvel now goes down the field, he gets out of bounds there quickly, gets a gain of a yard on that run. But Myles there, of course, is, he's a guy that does not like too much attention to himself. He's, talking to him this week, he just wants to be a guy that just can go in here and try to make a difference here for this ball club. Being QB number 1, he knows there's a lot of pressure on him. He's willing, to understand. He understands it, but at the same time, he wants to still have his privacy. And, he's been asked to do a lot of different interviews here within the Conference USA conference, and then, of course, press, nationally and stuff like that. So, I think the, celebrityism is not necessarily, it's getting to, not getting to in a good way, but not in a bad way. It's just getting into a way that he's not really familiar with, and he just doesn't want to do too much of it, good for the good or the bad. So, and he just wants to be a guy that just, he says he's just a college football player. He's just a college guy, and wants to, put up some numbers there so he can make at least somewhat of a shot here at making it to the next level, just like his brother. As Williams gets a nice reception there, the big man going down the field. They call a quick timeout with 32 seconds left. So now with 32 seconds left here in the first half, first and 10 here for UTSA. And it's 21-7 now. As Marvel here trying to maybe put 3 point lead here, or 3 possession lead, I should say, on the Green Wave. 27 seconds left here, 2nd and 12. Marvel drops back in the pocket. He gets a good solid pocket. Throws this one up there to Goodman, and Goodman gets this reception for 16, moving the chains once again. So first and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. Marvel drops back 10 yards, throws this one up there. That's going to be batted away, as Givens reads that play very well from the QB, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. 18 seconds left here, 2nd and 10 now for UTSA. Trying to put up another score up here so they can be up by 3 scores. As we'll see here, Marvel here runs around here, scrambles around, throws this one across his body there, but comes up short. Incomplete pass. 9 seconds left here in this first half. UTSA, last chance now to try to get in the end zone. Throwing this one up there to Vergel, and Vergel, I should say, is going to get this one, but it's going to be short. And that's how the half is going to end. So we start off here. Actually, we take a quick timeout, and get 3 points on the board. So it's 24-7. And we now see Marvel here to start off the second half. Going to run this one. Get some good blocking down the field. Jukes there, makes a play. And it's taken down for a gain of 19 on the play. Put him now over 100 yards on the ground here today. As he has 14 carries and, of course, 1 rushing touchdown. First and 10 here. Moore here gets this one off to him, and he will lose a yard on the play. Put him at 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 for the Road Runners, as there are 3 on the right-hand side, 3 wide, and then actually 5 wide, but 3 on the right-hand side as Harris gets the catch, and he does keep the ball there for a gain for a first. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. 24-7. Marvel here drops back in the pocket, finds his target, Goodman. Goodman gets the catch. And Marvel has been doing a good job here leading the wide receivers here in a lot of his throws here as of late. He's been really working on that. That's something Coach Calhoun says he's been getting better and better as the weeks go on here. Another touchdown here for UTSA. They put another score on the board here. It's going to make it now 31-7 here in San Antonio. As you see, another broken record there for, it looks like, receiving yards. And that's a nice job there from for Edwards here. So big ups here as Marvel's just helping this team break school records here left and right, even re-breaking them within this, within just a couple of weeks here. As we see Marvel here runs this one there, he is going to get stopped, and that's 2 yards on that one. That was a dangerous run there. He should have just slid because those guys can really try to, especially from a QB. They feast on trying to strip the football from a guy like him. We'll see Marvel now drops back here, throws this one off his back foot to Carter. Carter gets the catch, and that's going to be a 10-yard reception there for Mark Carter, his first of the day. First and 10 here, a new set of downs. Man in motion there, that'll be more there, going from your right to your left. And we'll see a play action here for Marvel. Marvel looks down the field here and sees a man down the field. Gets a hold of Williams at the same time, realizing he cannot go too far as there was a defensive player right near him watching him in zone coverage there. And did a good job of just kind of stopping and then dropping back and throwing this one. Marvel here now looks back here, throws this one up there to Goodman, and Goodman cannot keep his hands on it as he will drop it there for an incomplete pass. So now 3rd and 10. UTSA now up 31-15 as Tulane is starting to make a comeback. And we'll see now, up the middle there for Virgo, and he will get a catch, and they'll be shy of the first down marker. So they decide to go ahead. Marvel says, no, we're going to stay on the field. So now 4th and 1 now. We'll see what he can do as he has 5 wide here. Maybe he's going to call his own number and run this one, but he throws that one quickly to West for a 3-yard gain, and that gets him a new set of downs now here. 1st and 10 for UTSA. As again, another record being broken here today, as this is really becoming something. 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Marvel under center, calling an audible here as he is trying to direct some people here. And we see Williams gets his direction there, makes a nice little slant pass there and gets a gain of 14 for another first down. Road Runners still lead this one 31-15. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. We'll see if Marvel has another opportunity here to get something in the end zone through the way of the passing game here. And they're going to take their time here as they want to change their cadence here. And we'll see Marvel there, throws this one up there to Williams, and Williams gets the catch. Touchdown, Williams. As that is Marvel's 3rd passing touchdown of the day. That makes now 38 touchdowns for the season, as he is just now 2 away from getting 40 here. And again, definitely showing why he is a shoe-in for the Heisman Trophy this year. He's just been really doing very, very well, and showing how determined he is to be one of the main staples of this ball club. He wanted to be a guy who was a starter. He could have been a starter at other places. Maybe a few places he would have been a backup. You see there, throws an interception, his 2nd of the day, now 19 for the season. But he can easily have been he would have had to sit back and wait a year from a couple of bigger schools. But he decided he wanted to go somewhere that was going to give him an opportunity to play and start as soon as possible. He had that opportunity at South Dakota State University, but unfortunately, some things happened, and he decided that he was best to go somewhere else. And so at the last minute there, he made a change and decided to play here at UTSA. So now 1st and 10 for UTSA. 38-29. 4:06 left here in the 4th quarter. Marvel here dropping back. Oh, that wall came crumbling down on him, that defensive wall there. Get a hold of him. That's a loss of 8 on the play. 2nd and 18. We'll see Marvel here now. Another shot here down the field. We'll see what he's going to do with this one. And he has to run out of bounds, and he's going to lose another 2 yards on that play. 3rd and 20 there after trying to make a running play here. As the last play just kind of really broke down. And oh, a great job there from J.J. Montgomery, who gets to put his hands up there and bats that one away for an incomplete pass. Now, 4th and 20 here. I don't know how the coach convinced him to go for this one here, but 4th and 20. Goodman says he makes good name of this one as he gets 25 on the reception and gets the 1st down. That right there was very dangerous to call, as he can easily been a turnover on downs there on that play. Goodman, being a good man, just like his namesake says, helps out his QB there and gets the 1st. As Marvel now scrambles here, throws this one there quickly to West. West gets that one caught. It's 27 yards in reception. And West, you guys, he's been stepping up here as a receiver. He's been, at times he still has some issues with his hands, butterfingers and all. But here lately, he has been doing a really good job of working with Marvel, learning the timing and the cadence and whatnot, and just being able to hold on to a football. Marvel here, or able to catch a football, as we'll see a deep pass there to Harris. Ernie Harris, 13 yards on that touchdown reception. And it's now, they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. So now 44-29 here. Could be 46-29 if we can get this extra point here for 2. As we'll see Marvel here. Maybe this is a bluff call. Maybe they're trying to see what they have for defensive wise. Here's Marvel here, throws this one there, and that is going to be a touchdown. Quentin Fisher gets the 2-point conversion. Touchdown, UTSA. Just near a minute left here in this one. Moore's going to run this one out of the backfield as they have a 10-point lead on them. They call their first timeout there defensively from Tulane. 1:07 left here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 9. And we'll see here Moore try to run this one, but he will only gain 2 yards on the play, putting them at 2nd and 2nd and 7, excuse me. 3rd and 7 now. Just a minute 4 left here in the 4th quarter. Marvel trying to convert for the 1st down, and of course keep them from having the ball, having possession here. Marvel now calls an audible here. See if there's a passing audible here. We'll see Marvel here dropping back here. He's going to run here. He's going to avoid that shoestring tackle. Gets the 1st down. Gets to midfield. Slides. And that's a 1st down. And Tulane is forced to use their last time out. That is your ball game. Final score 46-36 is your final. And Myles and company get a victory here at home. They're back on track here today. Marvel, 4 touchdowns here. He is just now 1 away actually from 40. I see there, 26 of 36, 416, 4 touchdowns. He has now a total of 39 touchdowns for the season, along with 2 interceptions. Now he has 19 for the season, and with 6 sacks, 21 carries, 121 yards, and of course a rushing touchdown, that being his 10th of the season. So great job there from Myles and from UTSA as they pick up a victory here, a nice 10-point victory. And hey, a win is a win. We'll take it, and hopefully we can get back on track here once again, as we've had some stumbles here, especially here in the last episode there where we lost to the Golden Hurricane, I should say. And now we have to try to continue try to win run the table here in Conference USA. We just try to run the table and hope that the other 2 teams ahead of us, Florida Atlantic and I believe Tulsa, both slip up. We need at least two. They need at least 2 conference losses for us, at least at this point right now, for us to get back into the picture there. So Myles Marvel, you see 21 carries, like I said, 121 yards, a rushing touchdown more, 9 carries, 35 yards, and a rushing touchdown for himself. Also, we had that fumble from Marvel, but we were able to hold on to possession because one of our guys was gracious enough to help us out there. 7 receptions, 128 yards there. No touchdowns there for Goodman, but he was clutch in a lot of big plays there. He had 2 drops even in this game. Williams, 5 catches, 106 yards, a touchdown. Vogel, Harris, and Edwards all had a touchdown, all under the 40 yards there in today's game, and receiving yards. As for defense, there you see the defense there. Check it out. It's nice to see our defense show up somewhat there, not giving up too many points. I mean, 36 points is, more than enough, but it wasn't really a back and forth struggle or slug match like we had in a couple other games here this season. There you see the numbers there for the Green Wave. You guys can pause the video, check those out. But it was nice to be able to get back on track somewhat here and show what type of quarterback we can be for our team. But like I said, Jamie Roberts will have an exclusive video, exclusive interview here with Mr. Myles Marvel coming up here very soon here on the channel. So stay tuned for that as we'll get a chance to talk to Myles and ask him about what his first year is like in college, and of course this controversy going on with South Dakota State University, and the situation there, and of course how does it feel to be in the public eye, as he could be a Heisman Trophy finalist coming up here very soon, as among some other awards that could be coming his way here as we're about to get ready to start winding down here. We got a couple more games left before the season ends, so we do have a bye week coming up. Stay tuned for that, as we'll give you guys a quick look at what's going on so far for the season for UTSA, and of course show you guys what's going on around the National College Athletic Association and National Collegiate Athletic Association. Show you guys that and much more coming up here in the next video. So week 12, there's no game. We have a bye week. Like I said, we'll have that interview with Myles coming up, and then of course we'll get right back into back in action there with him with another game here coming up against North Texas. They got North Texas coming up in a week's time, so we'll show you that and more coming up here very soon. But that's it for this episode of Road to Glory with Myles Marvel. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, leave a like. That really helps us out. Hit that thumbs up button. Not to mention, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. The links are down below in the description. Check us out there for the latest news and events and so much more. Not to mention, we do have a Patreon page, so if you want to join our Patreon page, we greatly appreciate it if you did. It doesn't cost much. Starts with $1 a month if you can afford that, and that's just another way where you guys can help support the channel in that way. But that is it. Also, like I said, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, all those links down below in the description. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Be kind. Take care of yourself and each other. And I will see you guys next time.